My name is Kelsey Leos. I am the Manager of Academic Web Technologies in the Office of Information Technology at UCI. We are the folks who build and maintain the EEE website, and we are also running the one-year Canvas pilot. Since the 90s, UCI's primary learning management system, a suite of online tools for course management and interactions, has been the Electronic Educational Environment, or EEE, a completely homegrown service. So much has changed in the nearly 2 decades that UCI has been developing the EEE system. The scope of educational technology is growing, tools and resources are evolving, and innovation is occurring that is transforming the role of information technology and expanding the need to support multiple delivery methods. One area of rapid change is in third-party tools. New third-party tools are coming out every week. Many are niche products that are often free or nearly free to use, and some are built to exchange data with popular commercial learning management systems. There has been a great proliferation in digital content, including publisher content like quiz banks and interactive activities that are often built to integrate into commercial systems. And it's no longer all about the desktop. Tools and modes of delivery must work well not only on desktop and laptop computers, but on mobile devices, which have quickly become ubiquitous. To stay competitive and provide UCI instructors and students with emerging industry-standard educational technology, we need a system that can be complemented by third-party tools and digital content. We need flexible tools that don't just meet our needs for the time being, but that can scale to meet new and emerging needs over the next 5, 10, or even 15 years. There are significant challenges to maintaining, much less enhancing EEE to keep up with emerging technologies and needs. These challenges prompted us to reevaluate whether or not our historic approach is the best way to move ahead. This isn't new. We have reviewed EEE and the learning management system landscape many times since EEE's inception. We were ahead of the curve when there simply weren't other options, but to stay competitive, we have periodically brought in vendors for campus consideration. The feedback has always been that the campus preferred what we built, so we kept building. We are also unusual. UCI is the only UC campus with a homegrown learning management system. In 2012, a group including faculty, staff, and IT met over several months to consider these changes, challenges, and emerging opportunities. This group concluded that the campus wants better access to use third-party tools in a cohesive way, and they want us to maintain the ease of use and quality of in-house support that they've enjoyed. They made an initial recommendation to rebuild EEE as we know it, if feasible. The EEE team then spent several months determining what that work would look like from a technical standpoint. What would it take to refactor 15-year-old existing code? This turned out to mean a multi-year effort touching hundreds of thousands of lines of code, with a freeze on all new development. We'd be working on the back end with no visible improvements for several years, and all the while chasing a moving target as commercial technologies continue to evolve. Before committing to a long-term project to rebuild EEE, we recommended that the campus evaluate an out-of-the-box solution to see if some of our needs could be met with a commercial product, leaving the EEE team available to work on integrations between campus, vendor, and other third-party tools, as well as on unique campus needs that a commercial product cannot meet. We reconvened with the original advisory group and gained agreement to run a pilot of the Instructure Canvas learning management system. The Canvas pilot gave us 1 year to test Canvas out on our campus with real courses and collect detailed data to formally assess the value and usability of Canvas for UCI. We built new services to tie Canvas and EEE, to integrate with registrar enrollment data and final grade submission, to allow instructors to build Canvas course spaces, and to provide limited integrations with select third-party tools. The EEE team continued to be the main point of contact for all training and support, whether for EEE or for Canvas. Between spring 2015 and winter 2016, almost 20% of instructors, 30% of TAs, and 75% of undergraduate students taught or took at least one course participating in the Canvas pilot. The pilot included courses from every school. Notably, several large programs, including composition and academic English, joined in bulk. The EEE team provided phone, email, and in-person assistance, which also helped us hear more feedback, identify feature requests, and assess the experience of working with the Canvas vendor, Instructure, to escalate support issues that required their action or input. Canvas support volume has been high, which we attribute to factors including the complexity of the system, experimentation of innovative pilot instructors, and the learning curve associated with any novel set of tools. To assess the usefulness, fit, and value of Canvas, we performed assessments including periodic participant surveys, focus groups, an evaluation by students in a spring 2015 human-computer interaction course, and a survey of instructors who chose not to participate to understand their reasons, including any prior Canvas experience or barriers they encountered or perceived. Instructors and TAs were asked to rate Canvas on its ease of use and effectiveness, while students were asked to rate the impact on the quality of the course. In all three cases, the majority of the responses were positive, though students were more split than instructors or TAs. We asked instructors to rate their preference between EEE and Canvas on a task-by-task basis, which demonstrated that in most cases, instructors preferred Canvas for performing common tasks, but also helped us identify important areas for us to focus on in future advocacy with the vendor, as well as areas where it is worthwhile to continue developing specialized homegrown tools. A parallel question for students had similar results, highlighting a potential priority on improving the ease with which students can find course information and retrieve messages, while validating the overall high ease of use for Canvas for students. Finally, we asked participants to make a choice. All else being equal, if they taught or took the same class and could use either EEE or Canvas tools, which would they choose? The majority of instructors chose Canvas at 63%. A plurality of students and TAs did as well at 37%. And in all cases, those with no strong opinion significantly outnumbered those who would select the EEE website. In addition to collecting data from pilot participants, we asked instructors who did not participate to tell us why and share any concerns or other feedback they had. By and large, most who did not choose to participate indicated that EEE already met their needs or they did not have the time. A small number had prior negative experience with Canvas or had heard of problems from others. Two groups were convened to review the pilot assessment data: the original LMS Futures team that approved conducting the pilot, and a new LMS advisory group that will have an ongoing role. On the strength of the assessment data, both groups recommended adopting Canvas, doing so rapidly to ensure continuous service in the spring 2016 quarter, and providing robust on-campus training and support, as well as advocacy with the vendor for the campus's needs and priorities. The decision to adopt Canvas was formally announced via campus-wide email. We will continue to maintain and support all EEE tools while the campus transitions to Canvas, and we will provide help migrating to new tools where appropriate. There are important things that Canvas does not do that we will continue to build here on campus, such as our unique rapid return exam scanning and distribution process, and our campus system for online course evaluations. Over time, we will work with the campus to extract unique tools from EEE and rebuild them to stand alone and integrate with Canvas, or to retire those tools that are no longer needed because Canvas or other campus services offer superior options. Throughout the pilot, we have posted detailed assessment data, campus feature requests, known issues, and updates on the progress of the pilot project on a dedicated website. As the pilot draws to a close, we will be leaving the website available for reference to provide background information and to help other campuses managing their own LMS pilot projects. Check back on the new UCI Canvas website for frequently asked questions and updates on the progress of the campus transition to Canvas over the coming years. Most importantly, please don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions, feedback, or concerns. The best way to make this a smooth transition is to come talk to us. Tell us what you need, what you rely upon, and what you wish worked better. The EEE team in the Office of Information Technology is here to support instruction through technology, and we want to know what we can do to help you.